Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, in this video we are continuing our Laravel 8 Ajax CRUD application, where we have seen in previous video about adding the data without the page reload and fetching the data after adding it. And now guys, we are going to continue as edit and update the data. So once we click on this edit button, that time a same pop-up model should come and the data should be fetched inside this as per the edit of this click. Okay. So now let's get started guys. So first let's move to this table appended over here at the edit button. Let's go. Okay, so this is the table guys, and inside this table body we have used this fetched function to loop the data. Okay, so let me just minimize this. So this is our edit button guys, and the class name we have given as edit button, and inside this button we have stored the value as the item of ID, that is nothing but your student table ID. Okay, same way guys, let's copy this edit student button name and start working with that, getting the data into a model. So first let's use JQ on event, where you are going to tell document on event means we are going to use a click event, where inside click event we will tell on which click event. So edit student click event. So let me pass that event, which will prevent default, which will help you to not load the page. Now guys, let us get the data from this edit button. So when you click this edit button, we have to get this item ID. So let's create a variable called variable student underscore ID is equal to where $this dot val function. So with this help of val function, you are going to get the ID and store over here. So now guys, let us test this data is coming or not. So use console log dot where student ID, save, and now guys, let us check the output. Let's inspect and refresh the page. Go to console log, and over here let's click on this to edit. You can get 2 number, and let's click on this edit 5. So ID number 5, perfect. So on this basis ID only we are going to call our details. So let's comment this guys. So guys, now let us load the model. So what model you are going to load? This add model is there, right? So let us copy and call this same model for edit. So guys, now let us create model function, which is given by the bootstrap, where show you are going to tell, and the model name you are going to tell is that edit student model. Okay, so let's copy this and let's move top. Okay, let's create one edit student model. So same way you are going to paste and tell ending of the model. Okay, and inside this we are going to copy the same model of which we have done for adding the model. Okay, paste, and now guys, let's change few things inside this edit and update student, and this from save form to we will tell update form error list, and one input field guys for storing the ID of the user. So let's pass the ID. So we will tell edit student underscore ID. Okay, let's move over here and call this ID is equal to, let's keep this edit as a unique edit name, copy and paste for other fields also, and change as per the requirement: email, phone, and course. Save, make this as update, and instead of add student you are going to give update student. Save, and yep guys, so these are the few 3-4 changes we have done, and the main thing which we have to give that edit model ID name. So let's copy that. Let me just minimize this. So this is my edit student. Let's copy this model and paste inside your edit model id set, guys. Let's minimize this function also. Now let's check the output, refresh, and let's click on this edit button. You can see the model with the form edit and update. So now let's fetch the data inside this input fields, these datas. So let's call the Ajax request JQ Ajax, where you are going to use get method / edit -student / concatenate with the student ID. Okay, so this student ID you are going to send, and data we are not sending anything. Data will be sent and received in JSON format, so we are not sending. Just remove that also. And now guys, take this response and check that. So console.log function to show the response. Let's copy the path, edit student, go to your web.php and create a route ::, get function, because you are using a get method / where id we have to share, and after this we have to go to our controller. So that is student controller. Let's send that over there. And now guys, we are going to edit function. So let's copy and go to your student controller and create a edit function. So let's create that public function name edit student edit, and this inside this you are getting the id, so $id. And now let's create a variable called student is equal to your model student : find function, where you can find the date id. So after it is the id is present or not, for that let's give the condition in if statement. So if student is successful, then you will show the message. What message? So let return and response in a perfect way. Status will be 200, that is means success, and the thing you are going to show over here in a student as student variable, $student variable. So all the data you will fetch in this student. Done. And let's use the else condition. If there is something goes wrong, like, then you are going to show the status as 404, which means not found, that id is not found. So you can tell student not found, set. And now guys, let's get back to our blade file and check the response over here. So let's see the output, refresh. Okay, open your developer tool guys, and now let's click on this edit button, so you can see the response. So that is status is 200. Let's see the data. You are getting id number 5. Perfect. So let's get the data of id number 1. Let's click on edit. You can get the id number 1. Cool. So now guys, let's take this data and paste into our model of edit with the input field names. So let's get back and comment this. Start with if condition, if this response dot status is == 404. So once, if in case if you don't find that id, so let's print that message $success message. Okay, dot text format, print that response dot message. So this response dot message, so this response will be printed in this success message. Let's copy this, and you can find that over here. Okay, all set. Once this is printed, we have to make empty first. So let's copy and paste and just change few things over here, make it as HTML and empty this. And after this I want to add a class. So add class where single quotes alert danger. Okay, done guys. And now let's use else, where if it is success, if there is no 404, that means it will be success. So at that time you are going to print all the input field names. So open and close, where you can tell val, because we are inserting the data in input fields. So response dot your student variable, which you have sent the response, this is student. So let's copy the student, and from that student you are going to get the another array value, which is over here. As you can see, that student of name, course, email. So these are the fields. So let's take that name, which you are going to present this in your id of name. So edit underscore name. So this is present inside your model. Where is that? Let me just minimize this. So this is edit name. Okay, so copy this and assign it over here. Okay, so same way you're going to call all the 4 fields, that is email, phone and course. Okay, so same way you're going to get that from the database: email, phone, course. Okay, and we need to send the id also. So which id? That student id. Edit student id. Copy this input field and paste over here, and the id you are getting, right, this student id. Copy this student id and directly send it over here. So it will paste that into your form. Now let's see the output. Refresh, and yep guys, so let's click on this id number 4, Varun Govind. You can see id number 4, Varun Govind details have come. Cool. So now let me just hide this input field from text to hidden. And now guys, now let's get back over here, and now let's start working with the updating of data. So once we click on this update, the data should get updated. So first let us test guys over here. Let's see on the edit. Cool. So you are getting all the details. Now when we click on this update button, that time it should update the data. So let's start with that. Let's minimize this first. And yep guys, so this is the update button. Copy this update button and call the model JQ on event, which is document, which is the event is click event, and where you are going to tell update student, where you are going to prevent default event dot prevent default, so that page will not load, stops the loading of page. Let's get all the input field values and store in a variable. So first let us get the student id. So where student underscore id is equal to where single quote hash the student id, where that edit student id. Copy this and paste. So this is my update function dot val semicolon. Let me just make it below because it's getting messed. And now guys, other fields also will call. Let's keep that fields in a single variable called data, and make a custom input field name colon, where dollar of your edit underscore name, where you are going to get value set. So say we are going to get all the field name, email, which is email. You are going custom input field phone, and this is your input field data, and this is your course, custom course, and this is your input field course. Okay, so you are getting all the values from here and storing in this variable. Perfect. So guys, now let us post the data. So JQ Ajax, where we are going to use put method to update the data, where we'll tell update student / concatenate the student id. So let's copy this and send that student id, and this all your input field data we are going to send over here, and all this data is in a JSON format. Okay, so after this response we are going to check that. So console.log function response. So now guys, let's copy this and create a route. So let's go route : put method. Okay, we have choose put, and after this we are submitting the ID. So send the ID also, where you are going to a student controller. So let's copy the student controller and paste where you are going to update function. So copy and move to your student controller and create a simple public function where update function, and inside this update function you are getting the request, $request of where with the ID also $ID. So now guys, we will validate all the input fields of this first. So as simple, we will copy all the code from your storing of the data. Okay, so let's copy this and make few changes according to our requirement. So validation of this is same input fields, so we are not going to change anything. If validate fails, we are going to show all the messages, and if it not fails, then you are going to update the student data by finding its ID $ID, so which you are taking from your update function, this $ID, and then guys you are updating all the data with the update function. Once updated, you can tell the response as updated successfully. So before that, you can just change the condition over here, because this is finding the ID. What in case of wrong ID, when you send a wrong ID over here? So for that, let's move at this edit thing. Let me just copy this and paste. If the ID student is successful, then you will be inside this. So let's cut this, Control X, and paste over here. Perfect. So updated successfully, student not found. Done guys. So let's get back and check the condition. So updated means it is 200, not found means 404, and the validation is called as error. Perfect. So let's get back on our jQuery. So now over here, let's start with the conditions with the if condition, if, else, if, else. Okay. So first condition will start with the response dot status is equal to 400. So this 400 means this input field errors. Okay, so let's get that error fields 400. Over here you are going to print all the error. So where you are going to print, I'll just show you, as we have printed in our add student. So let's copy the code from there. Why to repeat it again? Let's paste over here. Let's take this errors and paste over here. Let's give as simple guys. So this save form error list, from here let's make it to update form error list. So copy this and paste. So at 3 places also I'm pasting, and make this in your model where you have over here. Okay, so you can display your errors over here. And yep guys, so let's get back. So what in case of next statement? Let's copy this, paste over here. At this case, we are going to tell 404 student not found. So for that, you can just show in the same message. Let me just copy from here below to show the success message. Copy and paste. So this update form list, if you have any error, just clear that, and then over here success message. So success message is directly above this card. So above this student, we have that success message, and the messages response you are getting. Okay, so I'll just show you this success message is over inside your add student above here. Okay, so this is a success message. Okay, let's get back over here. So this response message from where you're getting, from 404. Let's see over there. So when you get this 404 message, student not found, this message you will get and print over here. As simple guys. And now when if this both doesn't come, then you are going to success one. So at this success, you are going to show that, like when I edit this Satish, it should update the data, empty the table, and close this model. Okay, so that let's type it guys. So guys, once updated, we want to show the same messages. Okay, so I want to clear all the update list and show the success message over here. Okay, so same way you are going to copy and paste whatever the message is there, you have to clear that first and then you have to display the message. So what message? After this I want to close the form, so $.model function where I want to hide the model. So hash the edit model. Let us copy the model ID. So this is my edit model, this is the ID. So let's copy this edit ID and paste. And once it's hidden, guys, as simple, we have to fetch the function. So let's copy this and reload our table. Save. So this table which you are seeing over here, right? So we have to load that. Perfect. Let's refresh, guys, and now let's work on it. Okay, so it's something is missing, I think. Console, you can see unexpected syntax where it is. Let's check that. Okay, oops, we have given that over here. Let's remove this semicolon and just add a comma over here, not semicolon. Save, refresh. Okay, so our error is gone, guys. And now let's edit. Data is coming, and now let's click to update. So first let us check the validation. Let me just remove this. First name, update. Okay, put method 419. So which means 419 means it is CSRF mismatch. So guys, once you send the request, you have to give that CSRF token, right? So let's copy from our Laravel. So you need to copy this headers, copy and paste. Where is the Ajax? So above this Ajax you have to send that headers. Cool. Save it. And now guys, let's refresh and try once again. Let's get back to console. Edit. Let's empty this data and now send the request. Update. Name field is required. So add that Satish to Kumar. Satish Kumar and update. Cool. So you can see that Satish Kumar is updated and done, guys, over here. I just wanted to give one simple feature, guys. When we are updating, we cannot know that it's updating or updated. So for that, there is a simple solution, guys, over here. So when you click on this update button, I'll just add one simple thing or text. You can tell this as updating where this. Okay, so copy the same thing and after each condition just add this update student button name as update, paste and paste, set. And one thing we are missing, this error list. Okay, so let's clear that also. Copy and paste over here. Save. Now refresh, guys. So let's make this, remove this Govin and just keep Varun. You can see this, it will show as updating now, updating, and it got hidden. And you can see next time it's shown update. Okay, so guys, we have successfully seen that how to edit and update the data in Ajax CRUD, okay, in Laravel 8. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.